Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Here just a few minutes early. And turn off the sound. Happy Friday. How is everyone doing? Just jumping right on in here. Yep, sound's on. Just gonna check the cell phone and make sure. Bum, bum. Yes, I am live. Okay. So what's up, folks? Happy Friday. Ahna Hendrix here, spiritual guide, Akashic Soul Channel, and host of the Soul Driven Podcast, a weekly podcast where we explore the intersection of living a soulful and spiritual life in a driven and ambitious world. Got some massive glare going on here. Welcome to the weekly Akashic Forecast, the last one, actually. More on that in a minute. You'll have to apologize or excuse my, another week of not sleeping great. And after the past couple of nights, yesterday morning, I woke up, oh my gosh, the night before last was, there was energies in my room. There was all kinds of things happening in my dreams. It was just a train wreck. And so yesterday when I woke up, it was like, the brain was my head hurt. For those who go through periods with sleeping where things are not going the way you would like, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I was not fooling around last night. So I took a sleeping pill and didn't wake up until 8 o'clock this morning, which is far past when I normally wake up. So showered much later than normal, but whatever. Good to see you. Good to be here. Okay, so a couple of things before we kind of dive in and I explain about what's going on. First of all, for a limited time, if you're going through anything, I'm telling you, now is a great time to book an Akashic Soul reading with me. You can get 10% off with the code summertime. Of course, we'll leave all links and everything below in the comments once this has ended. Okay. I was like calling in my guides like before and doing all my things. And I was just like, okay, like clear my head out because my head's it's still slow. It's a bit groggy. You know, I've been up since 8. I've hung out outside with my animal, beautiful friends and had my cacao and worked out and showered and talked with some friends. But I'm still like, ugh. So you just have to excuse me. Yep. Amazing time to book an Akashic session. I've got 2 today. I'm very pumped about. It's been wonderful to just dive deep with folks. You know, there's a lot coming up right now around relationships, around life purpose. You know, so many people are really waking up in the midst of their lives and also even their spiritual path. And one of the things that I feel like a lot of folks have been wanting to gain some clarity around. It's really been fascinating. I was just talking with a friend of mine who's also a practitioner yesterday, but I feel like those of us, we know what we're getting ready to step into. We kind of have a bit of an understanding about what's ahead for the world, the economies, you know, these sorts of things. And I think in that we are really being turned on at this time because we all have things to share. We all have a voice. We all have an impact on the people around us. You know, whether you have a public platform or not, it just doesn't matter. You know, if you're a mother, stay-at-home mom, you've got your family, massive. Like we all have our own spaces in the world. And I think that we're all being turned on for so many different reasons right now. But a lot of folks have been really coming to me needing some clarification on this number of different things. So book a session. Let's dive in deep. Let's do the work. Second thing, I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be hosting another workshop for Access the Akashic Records. If you want to empower yourself with the Akashic Records, which, you know, the number one thing that the Akashic Records talk about in my monthly forecast, and I mean, just forever and always, right, is about us learning how to connect within, connect with our own wisdom, connect with who we are, connect with, the thing is, it's like we don't need anything in the outside world to make decisions, to show up, to like literally all of that wisdom is within. And the Akashic records are such a beautiful way to start learning how to do that, doing that on your own. You do not need to be live, for this workshop. The replay, all the tools and resources that come with it will be sent out the following day. But July 13th, 6:30 p.m. These workshops are amazing. Folks, come. You get to go through this gorgeous initiation that was channeled through to me. Then there's a teaching component, and then you get to dive into your own records. So you walk away with all of the tools that you need to begin your own practice. In addition to access to a private community where you can have extra support if that is something that would be useful to you. Everybody has their own needs, right? But again, I'll put that link below when I'm finished here. There is only a limited number of seats. I've already got a number of people signed up. So if this is something of interest to you, make sure to grab a ticket now. Okay. And then finally, yes, this is going to be my last weekly forecast. I was initially guided to start doing these, and then that energy has really shifted. I'm a manifesting generator. If you don't know what that is, just know that I show up in this world so I can shift and change and move whenever it feels right for me, whenever I get the guidance, whatever the case. And that energy has moved on. And I actually was really feeling it last week, but I was like, no, I'm going to do one, like I'm going to keep going with this. And it just really didn't feel right. And then I got the download about why. And so, I'm not going to be doing these weekly forecasts anymore for a couple of reasons. One, I'm going to start actually showing up and doing different types of videos and sharing information in different ways with you. I think the Akashic stuff might come back in a very different format, but I'm not fully clear on that just yet. But I am going to continue showing up here, actually showing my face a lot more, I believe. And one of the reasons as well is because they really wanted me to, again, like very much put a lot of focus on the monthly forecast, which the monthly forecasts offer such incredible information for folks. A lot of depth, things to just continuously revisit throughout the month. So instead of coming here every week, revisit the monthly forecast because it's so powerful. Every time you go back to it, there's going to be something new, something different there for you. Plus, just the energy of it will really help to ground you, center you. But I'm going to be launching for July. I'm so excited. These beautiful supportive packages. I don't even have a name for them yet. But you will receive in that package, like the reading itself so that you can listen on your own terms. In addition to a gorgeous workbook that's really just going to help you like connect with the message, some journaling resources, tools. It will all be channeled, everything that's going to be in this package. So I don't know exactly how that's going to look. Every month, it'll probably change depending upon what the theme for the month is. And then a gorgeous like activation that's going to really help you to anchor into the energy for the month and anchor into the intentions for the month. Again, that'll also be channeled. So I don't know exactly what those are going to look like, but these will be available, probably within a week of when the forecast goes live. The next one will be on this upcoming Wednesday, actually on the 29th. So there's a possibility that it'll be out within just a couple of days. Whatever the case may be, I'll definitely be recording a video to share them, and they'll be available for just a couple of bucks. So easy download. And yeah, you can check out the activations. They're very powerful. I have been utilizing them in the confidence series, and man, the attendees love them. So yeah, but just wanted to say thank you for those who have continued to show up every week, be here, whether you've been here live, catch the replay. Honestly, it just doesn't matter. I really appreciate you taking the time to do anything that I do, you know. We're all busy people. And my love language is quality time. So when people share their time with me, I feel loved, and thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah. Okay. So, a little bit about last week. Truthfully, I didn't go back and listen to the reading because I feel like, again, the energy has just kind of shifted, and I wanted to show up, share what's going on, share some other news with you, do the reading, but just kind of leave it at that. So, last week, I am curious to know how your week went. Mine was, I think honestly, it's been, everything has been coming at me that it possibly could to throw me off course, to just really get me off track. And it's almost like every day has kind of been this, like, not a race, but like a challenge to get up, get back on the horse, do the things, you know what I mean? Show up for myself the way I need to so that I can do the work that I'm called to. And I think that sleep has been like one of the number one ways in which I've been getting messed with. I have personally got to get, I'm really good about protecting my energetic space and all of that during the day. But this morning I realized, well, actually a couple days ago, I realized, and I still haven't done it. So forever learning, forever growing. I've got to get really serious about that protection when I go to sleep as well. I am a prolific dreamer. I've always been. My dreams are huge. Big information comes through. I do a lot of traveling. I connect with my guides. I do learning. It's a very powerful time. And I think because I have been really good about staying very protected during the day and really making sure that I'm keeping my space about me, that nighttime has become the time to like poke and prod me. And so, yeah, gonna be getting very serious about that. But so in the midst of this week, it's been hard because every night almost has been a struggle, whether with going to sleep. It's been really weird. I've been waking up at like 1:30, 2 o'clock almost every night. And then I'm wide awake, and that's just weird. That's just not how things normally are. And I know that these hours, especially like really from like, let's see, like 1:30 to 3, like right around in there, are like the bewitching hours, right? Nighttime is fascinating to me because I feel like there's this whole propensity to like almost lose touch with reality, to almost like really dive into deep, dark corners of ourself, to really get connected. Like that's when, like, I feel like the veil is super thin. We can really connect in with our guides when I could talk about that for a long time. And yeah, just like the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yo, girl, I gotta get serious about it, period, moving forward. If you are someone who has been feeling really called to step up, to help, to begin showing up, then protection is going to be number one for you. I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, but you've just got to get really, really serious about it, really put some things in place for yourself, because otherwise, you're going to get jerked into all the directions. And, this upcoming week, we've got a gorgeous new moon in Cancer, such a spectacular new moon, best new moon of the year. Highly recommend really sitting down and just like taking at least 20 to 30 minutes, reevaluating what you've done this year, where things are at for you. You know, what you have accomplished, maybe some ideas about some things that you want to change or do moving forward, and really just being thoughtful and intentional and writing that out for yourself, so that in collaboration and conjunction with this beautiful new moon, you can lift that up. Because I can tell you, you know, like with the summer solstice coming in, we're halfway through the year. Yeah, the new moon's on Tuesday. So plenty of time. We're coming up on the weekend here. Just take some space to do that for yourself. I just think that that will be a really powerful way. I mean, this new moon is just gorgeous. So, and new moons are all about setting intentions and like lifting them up and letting them go. And so whatever it is that you're wanting to call into your life, whatever it is that you're wanting to do for the second portion of the year, you know, just really sit in that, really kind of call that into you, write it down, man. And then maybe on the new moon itself, offer it up, right? Call in your guides, offer it up, light it on fire, release it into water, and just fully let it go and see what comes your way. Right now is such a gorgeous time for manifesting. Things are happening so fast, and they're happening so fast. For me, it's like I say that I want something and then I turn around the next day or two and it's done. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I really wanted that. So be very intentional about what you're saying you want right now and what you want to call into your life, because our words are spells, if you will. Our words call things into being, call things into action. We are such powerful beings. So incredibly powerful. And so just really take the time to be intentional about that. Yes, there was one other thing that I wanted to say. New moon. Let me see. Can't really remember. I did want to show you all these beautiful, beautiful card deck arrived yesterday. It's the Human Design deck. If you love human design, highly recommend. It is by Ceremoniance. I want to like tap my computer, but that's not going to help. I'll leave a link. Actually, let me write that down so I don't forget. I will leave a link for you so you can check that out. You can find them on Etsy. Okay. Beautiful creator of the Human Design deck. They came to me so fast. And I think she's definitely, I don't think she's located in the US, but whatever she's got going down with her shipping was amazing, because I think I ordered them over the weekend and they arrived yesterday. So Thursday, pretty fabulous. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really it for now. Okay, let me go ahead and share my tunes with you. Again, just want to say thank you so much for those who have been here. Whether live or let's see. Hopefully you can hear that. I'm going to keep that playing in the background. It's been a powerful week for Akashic readings. Okay. So, per usual, hand on heart. Got all these chords and ish. Just connecting in with our bodies, our hearts, seeing what is here for us. No judgment, no, try not to label, just feel. Just feeling. Per usual with these readings, I just welcome you to get into a quiet space, headphones. Don't feel the need to catch every little word, to understand every little thing that comes through. Just take whatever comes up for you. Allow it to just wash over you, wash over your entire being. A lot of what comes through the records is really about energy. You know, our mental mind always wants to get involved and understand it and categorize it and pick it apart, and that's okay. But focusing on just feeling it, feeling how it comes through, feeling how it resonates within our body is just huge. Holy Spirit of God, please help me share the message of the Master's teachers and lovers have for you. The records are now open. Master Teachers, loved ones, what can you share with us about the week ahead? Things to look forward to, things to be cautious of. What is most important for us to know? What is our forecast? There are so many things that are occurring at this time. So many energies that are coming towards you from every single direction. Some of them you are aware of, but so many you are not. Yes, this channel is correct in encouraging you, inviting you, recommending to you to stand in protection in your sovereignty, to learn how to do so that you can be tall and mighty like the oak, able to withstand storms, able to withstand the gentle rumblings of the earth when she moves. For your roots will go so deep, you will be able to maintain a strong foundation. But you must do this soon. For in the near future, it will become much harder. Harder for you to grasp onto the side rails that keep you in your position. Of course, it will not be impossible. Nothing will be impossible. It's just that it will be growing harder and harder for you. For so much is coming up undone. So much is being ripped out. So much is being thrown up into the sky. It is time for you to take note of that, for you to see where it is that you stand in the grand scheme of things. Are you nurturing and caring for yourself at this time? Are you doing whatever it is that you can so that you can continue to show up as a strong pillar for those around you? For this is of the utmost importance, not only because you will be caring for yourself, but that will bleed out into those around you. And this will be the best of cases. Do not fear for what is ahead, for you are built to withstand it all. Yet how you do so is completely up to you. You can withstand the storms with a smile on your face, or with tears in your eyes, overwhelmed, confused, stressed, and burdened, bent over. But you are not built for that. You are built for the mightiest of mights, for you are strong and capable, more powerful than you could ever know while in the midst of a human body. Yet you can begin stepping into this truth, as so many have at this time, beginning to get to know yourself in new ways, seeing yourself at new depths. Take this time in your life to go much deeper, to ask harder questions, to fully connect with yourself. Be of service to the community around you in whatever way is most aligned with you. Always keeping in mind that when you give to others, you are giving to yourself as well. For you are all connected, all one. There is no one better or brighter, lower or darker. Even though the human mind likes to put things in those sorts of categories, try to see past that. Try to come up higher. Try to allow yourself distance and space so that you can see things from an objective point of view. So that you can have people in your life who add to it and do not take away. For this is a time of togetherness, coming together, but who will be in your circle? Who will be walking with you as you move forward on your path? Who will be there for you when things break and fall apart, as of course they will. For there is no one that is outside of the happenings of the planet. And this is not about staying protected and away from the world so that you are not actively participating in it. No, this is the very opposite. This is putting on your armor so that you can go out and stand in the midst of battle and maintain your sovereign peace. Yes. Invite the cries, sadness, pain, frustration, knowing that these are the things that make you human and therefore powerful. Yet do not allow them to disrupt your path or pull you too far off the direction it's meant to go. In this next week ahead, take this to heart, especially. For yes, there will be so much goodness coming in through the air, but also so many difficulties. Even now as we speak, freedoms are being broken down, hearts are broken, lives are being taken. These are not easy times on the planet, and we do not wish to wash over any of it. That's not what this is about. Let us be real and wide-eyed as we take steps out into the world. For reality is what you make it. So while all of these things can be happening, you can still be enjoying your life, building a dream, falling in love. Don't keep yourself from these things, for the planet needs them. For they bring forward hope for our future. Yet ride that straddled wave between living from a place of hope and being involved in what is going on. You are the only one who will be able to determine this for yourself, where it is that you must stand and be. But do so with certainty, knowing that your role and what you play is of grand importance at this time. Truly, truly, there is so much here for you. And if your life resides on this planet, it is for a purpose. Take within you the wisdom and knowledge, all that you've been given. Feel your humanest of parts. Do not cast yourself aside, but connect with it further, deeper. For within this wellspring lies all that you wish you could ever have. Thank you. The earth really needs us right now. Really, really needs us. But don't let that overwhelm you in any way, because it is 100% not about you necessarily doing something big or grand. What it's really about is taking care of yourself. What it's really about is coming into greater union with yourself, with all that's inside of yourself, with who you are. So that you can give to this world from a completely different place. I've been hearing so much about, spiritual bypassing and just existing in this like light and love world. And that's the opposite of what all of this is. It's about being able to stand on the precipice of being able to look out upon the world and taking it in, feeling the things, and yet still being able to love it, just truly love it. Being able to stand in that place from a place of confidence and knowing that everything happens for a purpose. When we want to dive in and make judgment calls about what is right or wrong, or what should be here or shouldn't be, or how things must go, then we completely lose ourselves and get off track. But pulling ourselves back, pulling ourselves from that place where we can look out, be a part, grieve for all that is happening right now, or be angry, whatever it is that comes up in you and for you. Don't try to push that away, because like they talked about, being human is all about our emotions. And that's one of the reasons that our spirits come to this planet, is that so we can take in the many cocktails of emotions and feel these things and be able to work through these things and grow through these things. Don't be afraid of your emotions, Don't be afraid of what comes up for you. Even if it's hate, don't be afraid of it. Welcome it in. Say, okay, what is here? Why? Get curious. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel hate? Why do I hate this person or these people or this thing or whatever the case it may be? And try to get clear on that, because there'll be a lesson there for you, for sure. Don't admonish yourself for feeling these things either. I'm a bad person because I'm, really looking at this group of people and pointing my finger, or myself, really upset with myself or my family, or you know what I mean? Don't admonish yourself. Again, it's just taking us off that path, that place. Get curious, right? Curiosity is just so powerful. I just want to close with thanks and gratitude again for everyone who has been here in the midst of these forecasts. Thank you for your beautiful energy. Thank you for wanting to grow and do more on this planet, to show up. Keep trying, keep going. Don't ever give up. Life will throw things our way to knock us off the path. And if we fall off, that's okay. We can get up and get back on. I know it happens to me all the time. Pretty much every day yesterday, I had to get back on the path. It's a part of being alive. This music's like the best of ways. All right, folks. So much love. Again, like I mentioned, I'm definitely not going anywhere by any means. I'm just going to be showing up differently for you, bringing value in a different way. And make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you love the forecasts. Of course, you can get them here on YouTube as well. Whatever works for you. But yeah, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Not even a bit. Have an amazing weekend. Have an incredible week. We'll see you soon.